emission of high energy radiation by an atom. So, therefore, every atom no, do have a radiation of energy. And we call that one as radioactivity. Ganon. So, lahat ng atom is having a radioactivity. Sir, sino ba nagpa-bright-bright nito? It was first observed by Mr. Henry Becquerel and it was studied by Marie and Pierre Curie. In fact, yung story nito nila, no? Kasi always sila exposed sa radiation, they died in an early age. So ayun, nagsakripisyo sila for the betterment of science. So palakpakan naman natin si Marie at saka si Pierre and Mr. Henry. So they have sacrificed a lot into our the discovery of radioactivity, dying in a very young age. Its discovery showed that the atom had more subatomic particles, hindi lang pala electron ang meron. There are also other subatomic particles and even energy associated with that. Okay. And so, ayun, tapos na tayo kay Dalton, tapos na tayo kay J.J. Thomson. Mag-drawing na ngayon. Eto naman, bago na naman tayo. We have here Mr. Ernest Rutherford. Si Mr. Ernest Rutherford is very brilliant discovering the alpha particle, the beta particle, and the gamma particle. That one, this is a Greek symbol of alpha. This is also beta, and this is gamma. So A particles are the positively charged particles. They have not named it yet. Hindi pa nila alam kung anong ipapangalan by this time. We have there the beta particles, which is the negatively charged particles, which are yung na-discover na the electrons, and the gamma particles, which is neutrally charged or the uncharged particle. So sa kanya po, it is very basic ang kanyang experiment. Meron siya ditong lead block. Tapos inside the lead block, there is a radioactive substance. It could be uranium by the time, if you're familiar with the periodic table, it could be uranium by that time ang ginamit niya. And since this is an radioactive substance, ayan, meron siyang inimit na energy or radiation from the radioactive substance. Radiation, ayan, tapos it goes to a charged plate. Alam nyo naman yung charged plate kanina, if you could still remember. And that one, ay hindi pala ito charged plate, this is a foil or this could be any luster material. Tapos it goes into the electrically charged plates. It do have here the positively charged plate and the negatively charged plate. You know that positive attracts negative and negative attracts positive. Since the particular radioactivity or the radiation no, is being affected by the two electrically charged plate, no? So, syempre akala mo bonding-bonding talaga kayo, no? Iisa kayo. Pero ngayon nakakita si negatively charged electron ng positively charged plate at si proton nakakita ng negatively charged plate. So akala nyo solid kayo, ngayon pala nakakita ng bago, naghiwalay. And so, the negatively charged or the beta rays are attracted to positively charged. Tama ba? Ayan. So dito siya napunta ngayon sa photographic plate natin sa taas na part. Ayan, so na-split up, no? Na-attract ni positively charged plate ang ating beta ray. Ngayon naman, na-attract ng ating negatively charged plate ang ating alpha ray, leaving only the uncharged or gamma ray at the center of the photographic plate. So ayun siya, na-divide siya. And able for you to discover it more, I want you to look at to this experiment of Mr. Ernest Rutherford. I'll be explaining to you the materials being used. However, I'll be calling one to explain to me how did Ernest Rutherford discovered now the different parts of the atom through this one. So eto siya, ito yung sinabi ko sa inyo, the lead beam. Sa loob ng beam is a laser. Ilagay na lang natin na laser or uranium. Tapos the beam, ayan, ayan. Tapos eto is the gold foil, yung luster material. Tapos it splits up There are some splitting of the rays of the particular beam. My question is, with this experiment, how did Ernest Rutherford discover the presence of the nucleus and protons? How did Mr. Rutherford discover the presence of nucleus and the proton? Let's have here people. Sige, hindi na ako mag-spin the wheel. Tatawag na lang ako. I'd like to have a girl first. Let's have the answer from. Okay, let's just have the answer from Charmaine. Charmaine?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Anak.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Anak, my question is, I'd like to know how did Mr. Ernest Rutherford discovered the nucleus with this experiment?
Kung, um, sir,
Oh, relax
makita,
lang, Anak.
makita siguro sa gold foil ang pagkuan sa mga particles.
Okay, sige. All right, now Charmaine, you're leading to the correct answer. I'd like you to call a name of your male classmate to support your answer.
Ah, wait lang. Pumili na ako na.
Yes, yes, anak.
Um, Cantos.
Okay, Christian. O, Christian? O, anak? Mamaya-maya, anak, ha? Oo, Minecraft tayo. Christian, are you
Hi,
there,
sir.
anak?
Yes, sir.
Hi. Hi, Mr. Joker. I'd like you to tell me how did Mr. Ernest Rutherford discovered the presence of the nucleus through this experiment?
Based on my research, sir, kay, from this observation, they conclude that almost all the atomic matter was concentrated in a tiny volume situated at the atom center from the atomic nucleus, sir.
Oo, nako. In other words, in simpler words,
Answer, the atomic nucleus is a small, dense region consisting of protons and neurons and at the center of an atom, sir, like
ayan,
the
oo.
golden foil.
Yes, very good. Oh, Christian, no? Talagang you are very good in research. Nagbunga na po ang pagiging researcher ninyo. Oo, very good, Christian. That is exactly
Thank you, sir.
that is exactly the observation of Mr. Ernest Rutherford. We know that gold foil is a native element. That is a native element, therefore it is made up of gold. No, walang iba. It is made up of gold. And we know that gold is an element. And an element do have an atom. Okay? So now, upon discovery of it, no, talagang very observant si Mr. Ernest Rutherford. Ang beam na yan, allow me to zoom in so that you may actually understand. Ayan, eto. Ang beam na yan, as you can see here, 'di ba? May mga beam na nagdiretso. However, may mga beam na nag-deflect, may mga beam na nag-reflect, ayan, pabalik doon. And why is that? Bakit hindi lahat ng particles? Why is that not all of the alpha particles go straight forward? Bakit hindi siya lahat nakapunta forward? Bakit may mga na-deflect and all? Siyempre, para ma-deflect yan siya, para mag-bounce back yan siya, most probably, may natamaan sila. 'Di ba? Kasi pag may natamaan yang particular light beam na yan, it would go back, it would deflect, it would reflect. Kaya ayon. Oh, are we getting that one? May natamaan siya. And so sir, ano ang natamaan niya? Ang natamaan niya po are the nucleus, no? Consisting of the proton and the neutron. So dito in this one, dumaretso lang ang light. Bakit siya dumaretso? Kasi walang natamaan eh. Oh, look at the arrows. Ayan. Walang natamaan na nucleus kaya eto na part, dumaretso lang ang mga light diyan kasi walang natamaan. However, what if ang particular light natamaan ang ating nucleus? What would happen is that it would deflect or reflect depende kung saang part of the nucleus siya natamaan. And so, doon niya na-realize na, hindi lang pala electron ang consist of, the atom is not only consist of electron, it could also be consist of even more dense, mas mabigat na bagay. Oo, kasi nag-deflect, even the light deflected into it. And with that, so he created now here the nuclear view of an atom consisting of a nucleus. Ayan. So ngayon, meron na tayong nucleus. Maraming maraming salamat for Mr. Ernest Rutherford. Now, Mr. Rutherford postulated a very small, dense, positive center, o kung negative daw yung labas, no? Ang sa kanya daw, very small, dense, positively charged or positive center with the electrons around the outside. So eto na yung parang model, kumbaga, ni Mr. Rutherford. Most of the atoms sa kanya, according sa kanya, most of the atom are spaces. Bakit spaces? Kasi marami pa ding nakalusot na light. Oo, mas makapal pa din daw yung nakalusot na light compared sa mga nag-deflect na light. Therefore, sa kanya, spaces daw yung parts, most of the parts of the atom. And also, he described a very, very small amount of unit of an atom. If naminaw mo, if you have, sino yung nag-chat? Sir, delete daw kasulod sa Edison. Sige lang, we will be having the record of this one. No, no worries. You could watch this one. If you have listened to your physics teacher, what is the meaning of A here? Sige nga, Zeus. If you have listened to your physics teacher, what is the meaning of A over there? Zeus, anak? O baka nagalit na to si Zeus sa akin ba? Zeus? Anak, nandyan ka ba, anak? Hello, Zeus? Parang hindi na ata stable ang internet. No worries. Let us just have the answer from John Carl. Anong meaning ng A dyan? Jan, Carl. Jan? Jan Carl? Anak? Hello?
Atomic mass, sir.
Atomic mass, oo. Almost there. But actually, the meaning of A there, na may circle sa taas, that one is angstrom. That is a unit. No, a unit of a quantity. Hindi siya quantity, size. A unit of size. So we have there angstrom, or if you will convert angstrom to picometer, it would be 100 to 500 picometer. Ay, nako, physics nyo to, first topic nyo to. Conversion, units po. Ayan, so we have there angstrom or picometer. Other subatomic particles, proton and neutron in the nucleus were discovered. So ngayon, kompleto na ang pamilya. Meron na po tayong electron, meron na po tayong proton, meron na po tayong neutron. Ayan. So we have known there that the charge of the proton is +1 or positively charged, and its mass, you need to know its mass. They have known the mass of it through also a series of experiments. And so we have here the result. We are just very lucky to know that one. We have here 1.0073 atomic mass unit. The meaning of AMU, no? The meaning of AMU or AMU would be atomic mass unit. So that's 1.0073. For the neutron, we have their neutrally charged. That means neutrally charged. There's no charge. However, there is still mass. Even though neutron don't have the charge, but it do have a mass of 1.0087, which is the heaviest of all. Siya pong pinakamabigat kahit wala siyang charge. And ang pinakamagaan po is the electron with a negatively charged particle with a mass of 5.486 times 10 to the power of -4. Ganun siya kaliit. Very, very small. So, ayan. Electron is siyang pinakamagaan. No wonder na sa electron din yung always na nagmo-move kiata, no? Electron is always moving because it is light, no? Neutron and proton will just stay on the center because it is very difficult for these particles to move. It is very difficult for them to move because they are heavy at all. So those are the... Now let us interpret the elements and all, I want you to get your pen and paper with you. Let us start solving. Oh, let us start solving. But this is just a basic solving pa. Hindi nyo pa kailangan ng calculator. Pero in my case, I'll be getting my calculator. There we go. All right, so we have here the symbol, the name of the element. If you could visit the our Google Classroom, I have sent there the IUPAC periodic table of elements. I have already sent this one to our chemistry classroom. We will be using this one because this is the standardized periodic table of the elements. They are always updating this one from time to time. And you know, IUPAC is an international union of pure and applied chemistry. So sila talaga yung standard na gumagawa ng ating periodic table. So we will be using this one. So balik tayo. We have here the symbol, which is letter C, and the name is found under it, which is carbon. You know that one. We also have there the atomic number found at the upper part of the symbol. And also the atomic mass, which is the weighted average of the masses of all the elements isotopes. Mamaya-maya, we will be dividing it to different isotopes and you would know kung ano yung mga different masses nila. And we have there the atomic mass. Ayan. Sir, what is the difference between the atomic mass and the mass number? If the atomic mass is the weighted average of all the isotopes, no? Para siyang isotope eto, may tatlo siyang kind of isotope. Isotope 11, isotope 12, and isotope 13. So ayan siya, isum mo yan siya, you need the summation of it divided by 3. Ganon siya. However, the mass number is just the sum of the numbers of protons and neutrons in a particular specific isotope. So are we getting it? Atomic mass, lahat ng isotope. Inad, you divide to get the average of it. Mass number is just the particular number of proton and neutron to a specific isotope. Sa isa lang, isa-isa, individually. That is their difference ha. Baka malito. Alright, so ayun na nga, we have known here the reading of the periodic table. Sir, how do we determine which element atom is? Doon tayo diretso sa sa summary. O alam nyo na yan. We have known here that the number of protons is equal to the atomic number. Ayan, so paano natin malalaman ang atomic number? At number of protons is equivalent to the number of atomic number. Ayan. Now, also, the number of electrons is equivalent to the number of protons and equivalent to the atomic number. So, malalaman mo din ang number ng electrons through knowing its proton. Malalaman mo ang number of the atomic number through knowing its proton as well. So, importante si proton yan. So, for number of neutrons, how would we know? The number of neutrons, we would know that one. The mass number will be deducted with the atomic number. Ang atomic number, asan nga yung atomic number natin nasa ilalim, which tells us the number of proton or electron. Ang mass number naman is just an addition of the atomic number plus number of neutron. Yan yung mass number. And therefore, in able for us to know the number of neutron, we need to have the deduction of mass number minus atomic number. For example, we have here, the number of proton of krypton is 36. Therefore, its atomic number is 36. How many electrons would there be? Ilan ang electrons niya? Ayan, 36 pa din kasi that's the number of protons. Ayan, so we have there 36. So, ilang neutron ang meron siya? We have their mass number minus atomic number. What's the mass number? Anong number ng mass number ng krypton? If I could still remember, that's 84. 84 ata ang mass number niya. So we have there, the mass number is 84 minus 36, so it would give us 48. Enable for us to know, understand more about that one, let us practice. Sige, let's test this one. Practice tayo. Allow me to transfer my camera to Archangel camera ha. Oo, kasi I will be having this one. Stop ko muna ang presentation. Turn off muna natin ang camera. But before that one, I like you to get some screenshot pala neto. Ayan. Paki-copy na lang muna neto, anak. Ayan. Please answer this one. Ala, may answer na. Ayan, please answer this one. Paki-copy. Atomic symbol, atomic number, proton, neutron, electron, atomic mass in a table. While you are having that one, I will be transferring my camera to a higher view para makita ninyo ang ating presentation. Okay. Right, start answering. All right. Are you done answering? There you go. Okay, let me check if I do have my camera with me here. Na natin, if nandito na ba. Nakikita ba? Can you see this one? Parang archangel natin na ano?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let
Yes,
us
sir.
ganito lang muna ha. O, wala pa tayong ano, wala pa.
Naka-mirror na, sir.
Naka-mirror ang ano, sir.
Sa daw, naka-mirror siya.
Yup.
Mirror, sir.
Wala.
Baliktad.
How would we do this one? Di naman naka-mirror yung last time. Paano
Wala siya
kaya?
sa
Ano lang,
right
sir,
side.
i-click ang imuhang, ano, ipin ang imuhang profile, something.
Ipin ko.
Yup.
Sige. Inabit. Kailangan na pala talaga ng XP pen. Oy, kahirap pala nito. Eto, nakaano pa din siya. Ay, hala. Eto, anak. Naka-mirror pa din siya.
Yes,
Yeah, we
sir.
can, ano, pwede mag-pin,
I-pin na
sir.
lang ninyo ang ano ni sir kung asan ang
Sige.
iyang cam.
Yon. Exactly. Sige. Go, go, go. Ayan. So, can you see it now? Not in mirror?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope so. All right. So, now let us try to solve this one. All right. We have here atomic symbol, atomic number, proton, and neutron. Sige. So, let us first solve the number of protons. So, number of proton over there. Ano bang number of proton that is still equivalent to its atomic number? And so, we have known there the atomic number is 100. So, we could say that the proton is also 100. So, the proton is 100. Bakit? Because the number of proton is equivalent to the atomic number. Yan. So we have known that one, and so we have there 100. Now, how many electrons are there? We also know that the number of proton is equivalent to the number of electron. So therefore, we could say that the number of electron is, ilan ang number of electron? Ayan, it's also 100. Ayan. So ano pa yung kulang? We have there the atomic mass. Paano natin makuha ang atomic mass? We have known, so ito yung number of proton, number of electron. How do we get the atomic mass? We know that atomic mass is the combination of the number of proton and number of neutron. So is the proton there given? Ayan, nakuha na natin. Ilan ang value ng proton natin? That is 100. Ilan ang value ng neutron natin? Ayan, according to the table, ilan anak? Someone to to respond.
159.
Okay, that is 159. Therefore, we have there 259 for the atomic mass. So we have our answers with us. No? We have there the proton is equivalent to 100, the electron is equivalent to 100, and the atomic mass is equivalent to 259. Ay, nakikita ninyo ang blackboard ko? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us see kung ano kaya ang atomic symbol na yaan. So you need to check your periodic table of to what is the particular element that corresponds to the 100. So that would be Fm, fermium. So we have there Fm. So tama bang answer natin? Ayon, tama. Oh, very good. So we have there the table completed na. Ayan, congratulations. Sige. This time I want you to try the first part, yung first table. Sige, go. I'm giving you 2 minutes. I mean, a minute. Ay, wala na pala tayong time. Sige. Next time, we will be solving this one, ha? We will start by solving our, this one, the table, completing the table that we have. So this one, we will be completing this one. Then right after, we will talk about